y'all. Get my 6 back there, because there's been a lot of strange noises since I've been out here. I'm just going to assume it's large squirrels jumping around in the woods. Earlier today, I picked up a Walmart grocery order. It's an order that my daughter makes and I pick up. Well, I've done this before, and the last time I was there, I was getting aggravated because I've been sitting there for like 30 minutes with my car running with the AC on, because as you can see, it's hot. So I called her and I was like, well, I texted her, I was like, hey, they haven't come out yet. And she's like, well, I checked in. Let me see. And she's like, no, you're checked in. So I called the little number on the sign. It says either check in or call this number. So I called them. I was like, hey, I've been here for like 30 minutes. Been checked in. And they were like, well, what's the name? So I gave them the name. And they're like, oh, it got stuck in holding. We'll be out in a little while. So I was like, okay, maybe just a mistake. They were busy, whatever. Well, it happens again this time. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm gonna burn all my gas out sitting here. Been there like 30 minutes. Finally, this guy comes up and goes, whose order are you waiting for? What order, you know, is the... So I'm telling the name again. They're like, oh, well, I saw y'all been sitting there a while, so I thought I'd check. It's like, yeah, it's been checked in. Yeah, it's checked in. It just shows you like a minute away. So I guess it didn't say you were here. And I'm like, wait a minute. Does this mean that this app, when you have the grocery app and you check in, that it's tracking your location to know if you're actually there to bring out your food or whatever? I mean, you tell them what slot you're in so they know. So, I don't know. I mean, I've never personally used it to go pick up anything. She does that on her end. But that explains why everybody else that when I've gone there to do this is getting their stuff. The people that have gotten there after me, I'm like, why are they getting their stuff and I'm still waiting? They're tracking her phone and she's in the area or nearby. I don't know. Whatever. But they think she hasn't gotten here yet, so they're not going to come out. I'm assuming. I tried to Google that. Does the Walmart app track you? And it just had something about Bluetoothing into the store, tracking you in the store, or some crap like that. I don't know. But, and about tracking packages. But it didn't say anything exactly that, well, I didn't spend a lot of time looking. But I'm guessing that's what has happened, because nobody else has to wait as long as I do. And then that guy finally asked me, and we're checked in, and he's like, oh, it says here you're like a minute or so out, or a minute away. And I'm like, right here. So that's an interesting thing. Now, that's great that maybe that they're not putting it out in the sunshine or something, but if you check in, say you're there, why do they need to track that fact? If anybody knows the answer to this, please tell me. And please tell me if I'm wrong in thinking that they track the app, your location via the app to see if you're actually there. That's a little creepy. Just a little creepy. All right.